you doing, guys? It's James from Behind the Shield and the Dark Side Project. This video series is going to be using all of the information from the people that I have on the podcast, showing you some of the philosophies and the methods that they use that I've used personally, so I can attest to that work very, very well. The first thing we're going to address is sled work. When I was doing CrossFit for a long time, I didn't realize that I was developing some weaknesses in, especially in what they call the posterior chain, which is your back. CrossFit is a great modality, but it does, the old programming that we used to do did leave some weaknesses. So if you think about whether you're someone who uses a regular like machine gym, like a YMCA or something, or a CrossFitter, if nearly all of your movement is done with your feet planted, whether it's the barbell stuff or you're doing pull-ups or anything, you're not moving left, right, weight over distance, you're going to be creating imbalances not only with your posterior chain, your glutes, your hamstrings, your lats, but also your obliques, you know, as far as moving the legs left and right. So, as well as the high intensity stuff that I do, I teach at a CrossFit gym, so I do love the CrossFit stuff. I now use Julien Pineau's philosophies and do a lot of strongman stuff too. So we're going to go over the sled work, and then we're going to touch some sandbag stuff as well. I love the sandbags without the handles, nothing against the ones with the handles, but people don't have handles. So I like to be able to grab a sandbag that doesn't have anything easy to grab, so it really makes you work on that open hand strength. Okay, so if you just want to look here for a second, so there's my setup. So I went and bought a sled from Amazon. I believe this was less than $200. You can do anything from a super expensive one all the way down to a pallet loaded up with some stuff. You could use a hose. I'm going to use a rope today. So very, very basic piece of equipment, very inexpensive really when you think about all the things you can do. But this is going to really find all your weak links and address them. You can use this for strength, and then you can use it also for anaerobic threshold, really pushing through your mental barriers and trying to get a little tougher there too. Okay, so this series, I hope you enjoy it. Try it out there and give me some feedback. Let me know how it goes. Thank you. Good. All right, so movement one. This is going to be the sled drag. I bought myself a pretty inexpensive strongman harness just so I can focus on the pull. Obviously, you can strap hose around, you can use rope, you can hold hose like you would advancing a hose line, but I like this just to add as much mass on the sled as you can. A couple of key points for this: you want to keep low, you want to almost be in a bear crawl position, you want to be sprinting, and you want to keep your butt down. So the goal again is to engage your glutes and your hamstrings more so than your quads, which we tend to rely on in a lot of our exercises. Okay, so from here you're going to take some tension up and dig into it. All right, exercise number 2, the sled pull. So I'm going to use 2 handles. You can do it unilaterally, holding just one. I'm going to do one in each hand today. Again, think about this: if you're in law enforcement, obviously dragging someone out of a active shooter scene or pulling your partner to safety. Fire department, EMS, obviously we're dragging people all the time. So again, the laws of this: you want to be leaning back, you're going to get those shoulder blades back, shoulder blades touching, okay, chest nice and high. And then again, with your grip here, this is your weakest part here, between your fingers and thumbs. So you're going to pull your thumbs towards you, lean back, and then you're going to start pulling. The goal of this ultimately is to be able to pull the biggest person in your department out. I work my way up to about 400 pounds now. Got most of them covered. Okay, the third exercise we're going to cover is the sled pull using a rope. You're going to be in a static position. And what this is really working on again is the posterior chain. You're going to be leaning back on your glutes and hams. But now we're working on that pulling motion. Unlike the pronated grip that we're always doing with the bars and the pull-ups, we're going to change it now to a supinated grip and grabbing something of a different diameter. And you're going hand over hand. So now we're going to be working on your lats, your lower delts, and all these areas here that get very weak and end up with this slumped over shoulder. Okay? So the way it's going to work, you're going to be leaning back slightly, but I want you to be upper body forward, okay? And you're pulling towards you. Short, fast pulls from the beginning to the end. This is a 50 feet pull. Normally I'm going to do a 100-foot pull, so I'm going to go here. extend my rope and finish it up, okay? So upper body's nice and low, sitting back on my heels, short, choppy pulls, all the way